Jim, I'm going to start with one you may not expect, and we watched Reddit go public. Next week, we're going to have a de-SPAC of a company that is starting to once again get a bit of attention, and that is Digital World Acquisition Corp, DWAC.
DWAC?
Yeah.
Oh, God, you're on that. I'm not home.
I have been on it for some time. Home. I've been talking about it. Talked about it last week, I think, briefly as well, in part because of the overall conversation around former President Trump's legal bills and his need to post a bond of somewhat $454 million here in New York, and the access that he potentially has to what would be billions of dollars of shares if current prices hold in DWAC. Why do we mention it now? Because tomorrow they're having their vote. And they're going to vote in favor, obviously, of the deal to merge with Trump Media and Technology Group. And that's the math. I'll come back to it in a minute. You can see Digital World has had a very nice run of late, and let's call it 44 or so. You want to do the math? I can take you through it because Mr. Trump will, TMTG, essentially, Mr. Trump will have 87.5 million shares right away and another 40 million on a so-called earnout. The earnout looks pretty money good right now. It basically says if in any 20-day period following the de-SPAC, which will happen next week, by the way, that's when we're expecting it, any 20-day period, the stock stays above 1750. There are actually various numbers along the way here, but 1250, 15, 1750. He gets another 40 million shares. So you can do the math. That's 127.5 million shares. Multiply that by 45. You get about 5.7 billion, maybe even more. I haven't done the math in this very moment. Dollars worth of stock. The overall value of the company, I've got it 169 million total shares out. You got 30 million shares for DWAC. You've got 12 million from the other bucket. That's 24 million, but half of those are warrants, roughly. And by the way, I'm not including any number of converts and warrants, which will take the share count up. So let's assume 169 million shares. Over a $7.8 billion market value. Company right now, $3 million in revenue from Truth Social. That's the main entity that it will be operating under the TMTG banner. And you can see there's been a great amount of enthusiasm among certain shareholders. By the way, you can't even short it at this point. The borrow is simply through the roof in terms of how expensive it is. But I've also heard, as you might expect, and have not been able to confirm, that at least there have been some conversations around, is there a way for Donald Trump to use some of this enormous stake as collateral for a loan that would then be posted to meet this bond requirement? He has a lockup. It's 6 months. It's not clear, though, whether that would have to remain in place fully for that 6-month period. There may be some ways to work around that, Jim, but I did want to bring that up. I've been talking about it a little bit and looking at it for quite some time, but it's certainly worthy of some note, given this is going to be an almost $8 billion market value, of which he will control some $5.7 billion. When you include the earnout shares, the 40 million earnout shares, which I'm assuming the stock doesn't collapse after it goes public, but we'll see. We'll see.
I'm stunned. I think you're right. He will have a borrow against it. Some bank probably would lend him money based on the shares. But the company, David, if you valued it on earnings, sales, anything, it's not worth anywhere near what we're talking about.
No, it's $3 million in revenues. $3 million.
But you get $5 billion out of a company that's doing $3 million rev?
That's the numbers as they currently stand. I
think you just leave the facts speak. This is a ipsa re loquitur. Let the facts speak for themselves. I mean, I don't know what to say about that, David. It's
phantasmagorical.
It
we'll watch it, the vote tomorrow, but more importantly, the de-SPAC.